Hi,
Well,
everyone.
hello.
Yeah, I'm Bob Grip with Nancy Pierce, and we're here to bring you all the fun of Mardi Gras 1999.
Happy Mardi Gras.
And same to you.
Happy Fat Tuesday. Unbelievable it is finally here.
I know, and the weather has been just gorgeous today. It's not too cool. It's almost too warm.
I expected it to be a lot cooler. That's why I have a turtleneck on, and it's very, very comfortable. Very
Right.
comfortable.
And luckily, we have kind of overcast skies right now, so that'll maybe keep the temperature moderated a little bit, and it'll keep the harsh shadows from scorching people, or the sunshine from scorching people.
And of course, by the last parade tonight at 6:30, I have a feeling it will be cooler.
I think
Always
it will
seems
be.
to take a dip.
And John Ed Thompson said last night there's a chance of rain this evening, and last night he said he hoped the rain would hold off until after the OOM's parade through the streets at 6:30, and I hope that turns out, but there are a lot of clouds out here today.
All in all, it's been a wonderful Mardi Gras season as far as the weather.
We've had hundreds of thousands of people, and there you can see the start of the Order Athena parade in downtown Mobile, and we're going to be showing you all these parades, the daytime parades live, and of course the OOM parade we'll record for you and show it to you on Mardi Gras tonight during our 10 p.m. newscast.
I wonder how the ladies are feeling. They've waited for 2 weeks for this, and this is the big day.
It is the big day, and I'm sure they're happy. The weather is good. Carolyn Martis is over at the head of the parade. And Carolyn, are you there?
I'm there. Happy Mardi Gras to you guys.
Happy Mardi Gras to you, Carolyn.
Having a great time. We are at the start of the parade route at South Claiborne Street and Civic Center Drive. The parade is just minutes away from getting started. We got an absolutely fantastic crowd out here. A lot of families, people having a great time. Actually, you're seeing the parade roll for the first time. There was a problem with the second float. Something happened maybe with the hitch, so it's being pulled, that you'll see, by a tow truck. But they're making do. They're not letting that ruin Mardi Gras. It's just an absolutely great time out here, and you guys got it right. The weather is absolutely perfect. It couldn't be any better. Very, very pleasant out here.
And a very attractive float there, too. That's,
Certainly is.
It's animated. All right, thank you, Carolyn Martis. We'll be checking back with you a little bit later. You're looking at the head of the parade as it gets ready to turn from in front of the Civic Center and head through the streets of downtown Mobile.
And lots of the family members of the women who are riding the floats, I'm sure, gathered there. It seems that's where so many of the families gather and to get their goodies.
And we're going to be seeing a lot of those folks along the route. The Order of Athena was founded in 1954, and the first parade was held in 1955. However, they're not the oldest Women's Mardi Gras Association. That honor goes to the Order of Polka Dots. They were founded in 1949 and first paraded in 1950. But the Order of Athena is the only female crew to parade during the daytime.
During the daytime. Colorful costumes, as always. That's what's one of the many things so special about Mardi Gras. Is we see such fabulous, fabulous costumes year after year, and the costume designers do such a great job. And I know sometimes they're made by one person, which just amazes me that one person could do so many costumes each year.
Right.
Always wonderful colors.
Right, and you can, they settle on the theme and they start working on that almost immediately after one Mardi Gras is over, and there are costume checks to make sure that everything matches, and it's just a great sight. Look at the ornate design of those and all the work that must go into those for basically just one day's work, because they don't wear these costumes again.
No, they don't. Well, we'll take some beads. Oh, I thought those were for us.
There are about 160 women who are members of the Order of Athena, and as is traditional in Mobile's Mardi Gras, it's always a secret who's a member of what society. And even when a member will die, you'll read in the obituaries that so-and-so was a member of a mystic society, but sometimes they don't even say which mystic society.
So they keep their masks on and keep it all such a mystery. Have to have clowns.
That's right. Hopefully we won't need umbrellas today. I'm going to cross our fingers. We have had Mardi Gras days where it did rain, but most of the time we've been pretty lucky, and we've been very lucky this Mardi Gras season because it's been so warm. There was only one night, I think it was last Friday night, where it was pretty cold and you really needed sort of a heavy winter coat. But this has been a very moderate Mardi Gras in terms of the weather. It has been perfect.
We've had icy days in the long ago in the past, and of course some cold weather and some Fat Tuesdays that have been just about like this. How many people do you think will turn out?
Boy, that's a good question. I think we've had about 710,000 that the police have estimated so far through all of Mardi Gras. And last year, I think we set a record at 1.2 million for the total of Mardi Gras. So that's pretty amazing too.
All the schools are canceled for the day, and yesterday the kids were out too, and some of the students are out the entire week, enjoying the rest of the week just playing instead of going to school.
And then there are some folks who use this opportunity to get out of town completely and go to places like Disney World.
They sure do.
But a lot of folks come down. They come from all over. We talked to some people last night. One lady in particular who came from England who was visiting Mardi Gras and just absolutely loved it. So you'll find a lot of snowbirds who probably are spending a lot of time in Orange Beach and Gulf Shores who come up for the day. Of course, Orange Beach and Gulf Shores have their own Mardi Gras parades, but a lot of folks want to sample something different. So they're coming up and they're here in Mobile to witness all the fun of Mardi Gras during the daytime.
It's always fun too to hear people who have visited other Mardi Gras as far as in New Orleans. I'm not sure I've ever talked with anyone who has been to the Carnival in Brazil, but many people who go to New Orleans for Mardi Gras and then come here, they seem to really love Mobile Mardi Gras.
It's very friendly. It's very open to everybody. It's just a delightful time. We've been showing pictures on Fox 10 Action News of the different celebrations, like the one in Rio, for example, where people samba through the streets. And Venice yesterday, another place where there's sort of a carnival atmosphere. And so everybody, a lot of places are picking up on this. St. Louis, I understand, is also having a Mardi Gras parade today.
St. Louis. The Midwest Mardi Gras.
And the ladies are being generous. See somebody there with a really good idea.
A fishnet.
A fishnet.
Sometimes it amazes me how difficult it is to catch some of these things. You think you've got it, and it just slips out of your hand.
And it must be pretty difficult, unless somebody's holding up a big sign, if you're on the float, to look for somebody.
Oh, sure.
Because the float's moving, you see just thousands of people in front of you, and it's hard to pick out an individual.
Several years ago, I rode with the KORs to do a story. And of course, I was in costume and had a mask on and everything, since that's an all-male organization and I shouldn't have been on there. But I was absolutely amazed at the throngs of people. You just can't imagine until you're up on top of one of those floats and you look down and there are thousands upon thousands of people. And you're right, I don't see how you could pick out anybody in the crowd, unless there's a very big sign.
One big advantage that the city of Mobile instituted a few years ago, you can see one right in that shot there, the barricades. They look like bicycle racks, and there must be thousands of them that are lining the streets of Mobile, and it really helps keep the crowd safe, because otherwise, if they weren't there, people would be crowding into the streets, maybe getting run over by the wheels. And this keeps things very orderly. And to the credit of the City of Mobile Public Works people, after the parade is over every night, all the barricades go back onto the sidewalks. You get the garbage trucks through, the street sweepers come through, and within a half an hour, the streets look great. It doesn't look like there was a parade at all. And they do this every night, and tonight will be the last night that they have to do that, because of course tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, and that's the traditional start of Lent.
I have a feeling that they'll be happy. They probably have enjoyed Mardi Gras, but be happy that it's over.
That's right. Probably the police will feel the same way after all the extra hours they have to put in.
They work so hard. So many long hours.
There's a fancy motorcycle.
Wow. I noticed the barricades going up, I think, a couple days before the first parade, and I thought, oh, it's already here.
Okay, let's go back to Carolyn Martis at the start of the parade near the Civic Center. Carolyn?
Hey guys, look, I already racked up.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I got a teddy bear here and a nice Order of Athena Frisbee. Yes, thank you. Now let's see what everybody else here in the crowd got. What's your name, sweetie?
Ann Louise.
What did you get? Show off your stash.
I got a rose.
Oh, it's pretty.
And I got some beads. That's all.
Oh, that's great. And the one around your neck, did you get the one around your neck?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. Ma'am, you look like you got You look like you got a lot of beads. Did you get those from this parade?
Yes.
So you're hoping to get a lot more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is this your first Mardi Gras here?
Pardon?
Your first Mardi Gras here?
No, no. I'm local.
You're a pro at this then.
Yes, I
Everybody having a great time, guys. They're trying to get lots of throws. Looks like they just got some as we speak. Back to you.
Thanks, Carolyn. Watch out for those throws. You never know what direction they're going to come from.
Exactly.
It's like a Gilligan's Island float.
It sure does.
The minnow.
I wonder if the women practice in between parades as far as throwing, or is this just it?
They get their arm warmed up.
Boy, if not, you know, if they don't, they're going to be pretty sore tomorrow, wouldn't you think?
And the truck bands are back. We didn't see them last night. We saw traditional marching bands in the parade last night, the Mystics Parade, but looks like we're going to hear more of the truck bands, and they're always welcome.
Gives them a good opportunity to show off and shine, and also gives the crowd a chance to hear some music.
Of course, the folks you'll be seeing today in the floats are members of mystic societies, but you don't have to be in a mystic society to enjoy Mardi Gras. Of course, you can just watch the parades, or you can take part in Joe Cane Day. That's a Mardi Gras for the people, where anybody really can join in and have fun. And that was a huge parade this year. It just snaked through the streets and seemed forever.
I missed it this year, and I heard it was absolutely fabulous. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. But I heard the parade was even better than in years past.
Of course, the Mardi Gras spirit in Mobile has spilled across the bay over to the eastern shore. Fairhope has its share of parades as well, and lots of people crowd the streets there and really snarl traffic trying to get back out. When you pack so many people into a small area like downtown Fairhope, it takes a while to untangle things. But the people there seem to have fun too, just like this guy's having fun.
I think he is.
I think he's heading away from the Metro Jail.
It looks like he is. That costume, though, that outfit might be a dead giveaway. He needs to change clothes with somebody. Oh, he escaped from the paddy wagon. A lot of folks think that Mardi Gras, it's such a perfect time of the year because the holidays have passed and now the bills are coming in and you need a little merriment. And sometimes we have cold, gray skies, and so we can always count on Mardi Gras to bring in some cheer and some color to everybody's day.
And we have the gray skies today, but luckily so far the weather has been just fine, especially today. There's some Alabama fans, and they're going to be happy during the Nights of Revelry Parade this afternoon because the University of Alabama's $1 Million Band is going to take to the streets, and they're the only college band making an appearance in this year's celebration, so that's something to look forward to a little later in the day during the KOR Parade.
Oh, yes. I wonder if those children would rather be at school. What do you think?
I think it's unanimous. No.
It's party time. It's parade time.
And it is a unique holiday, of course, to New Orleans and to Mobile. I took some phone calls downstairs when we were in our newsroom. People trying to reach people in our business office said, "Sorry, it's Mardi Gras Day." I said, "What?"
What?
I said, "That's right. Everything's closed. Call back tomorrow."
And for you, you're great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So many people still think of New Orleans as being the home of Mardi Gras that it still takes a lot of folks by surprise to find out that Mardi Gras began in Mobile, and it is a very huge celebration. Is he throwing hamburgers, you think?
I wonder.
French fries?
We'll be checking in a little bit later with Kate Snow, who's going to be reporting live from New Orleans to give us an idea of how things have been going on there. That'll be coming up a little later in this hour. We'll be going live there to check in the other Mardi Gras.
Have you ever been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras?
Not for
Or
Mardi
any of
Gras
the
Day,
parades?
but for some of the parades before that. And it is an experience because the floats are just tremendous. They are very detailed. They are big. But I like the hometown feel of Mobile's Mardi Gras.
Me too.
In fact, it spoiled my my two daughters because whenever we go to a parade in some other parts of the country, they kind of look at me like, well, why don't they throw things?
And it seems like in many of our parades, no matter what time of the year, things are thrown. So it's kind of Mardi Gras year round as far as...
St. Patrick's Day, they throw green throws.
Boy, that's coming up.
That's right.
Everybody's happy today. Having a good time.
And of course, the maskers are happy, even though they spend hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on things that they give away, they throw away anonymously to people. It doesn't matter. It's a big business in Mobile, and people love to do it.
They sure do.
And people love to scramble for beads and moon pies and frisbees.
And things that you might throw away tomorrow. That's what's so amazing.
But
I
the
haven't
idea of catching it today,
You
that's
bet.
the thing.
I haven't had a moon pie yet this year.
Not one?
Not one. So today must be the day.
Now, do you prefer banana or chocolate?
I like the chocolate.
Yeah, I like chocolate better.
I've never tried the orange.
I haven't
And
had the
isn't there
orange.
strawberry?
Chocolate's my favorite, but it seems like I always catch the banana ones. Always.
If I catch a chocolate, as long as I catch two, I'll give you one.
All right. It's a fair
Or we
deal.
could split one. And I've never tried the microwave bit.
Stick in the
Everybody says
microwave
stick it in
till
the
they blow up.
microwave. I guess, till they blow up, or till they at least get a little warm.
They taste a little better that way, I have to admit. Especially if they're last year's moon pies. They taste much
Especially.
better.
Getting the horses ready for Mardi Gras also has to be quite a feat.
Many feet.
Many feet.
We did a story about a week or so ago on the police academy, the training, one of the only places in the country where you can train horses to deal with police situations, and they run them through all sorts of tests trying to distract them and try to make sure that they can sort of keep their mind on what they're doing as they all these people are screaming and yelling, and there are strange sounds going off. It's I would think
Plenty of distractions for them, but they always seem to know exactly where they're supposed to go and keep everything in line. Parade looks like it's moving smoothly away from its home.
And you can see there are plenty of people lining the streets in downtown. Looks like they're maybe 10 deep at this point.
And the sun has come out just in the last, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
And we'll probably see a migration of some of these people as they try to double dip on Mardi Gras. They'll leave the site at the end of this parade and come running over here, perhaps to Government Street or one of the other intersections, to try to catch even more beads and more moon pies.
And I hate to say this, but as a person who stands in the street to try to catch goodies, that really does kind of make me mad.
But you have an advantage. You're taller
Yeah,
than
that's
a lot
true.
of people.
That is true.
All I have to do is reach up and grab some. The real trick is to try to catch some of the stuffed animals. And so they land in one piece.
Oh,
Sometimes you get 2 or 3 people trying to grab
course.
onto one of these huge stuffed animals, and it winds up in many pieces.
Everybody wants one. And there's you have to really be careful when you're throwing things, because your adrenaline starts to go crazy, and so you start throwing everything so fast and furious that in a block, all your goodies will be gone.
That's right. Hey, Carol Hunter and James Gordon are on Government Street waiting for the Order of Athena to come by the Channel 10 studios. Have you been keeping busy?
We have been, Bob. We've been handing out a lot of the Fox 10 bags and meeting a lot of folks on the street. But you know, before every parade marches down the street, there are the street vendors,
That's
the
right.
shopping cart vendors, and they are as much now a part of Mardi Gras as anything else that rolls through these streets.
And this fella here, Raj, is from Orlando, and you've got a pretty unique sales pitch. You were calling it painfully honest marketing. Could you tell us how that goes?
Well, you hear about how absorbent it was, and 40 years ago, the price range of this type of merchandise on fairgrounds and parade routes was 25 cents to $1.25, and that was a lot of money then. So now today, I kind of think it's high-priced, worthless, magnificent junk from the Mardi Gras.
What's your biggest selling high-priced item then?
Probably the licensed caps and the character caps. They've entered that market in the last 10 years. They wanted to stay away from amusement parks, carnivals, and that to degrade their product, their images, the proprietary rights on the figures.
Well, you caught my attention when you're walking down the street
But
saying...
this is American made.
Okay.
Right here in Mobile.
Made in Mobile. Well,
Yes.
Another reason. Now, how much is this?
$2.
$2.
And you've sold a lot of those. I see them all over the
Oh
parade
yeah,
route.
I tell the kids, you invest $2 here, you get a $4 catcher, and you don't buy all this high-priced stuff. You catch it yourself.
Well, you have some nice Mardi Gras junk on your cart here.
Yes, and there's a lot of effort.
Okay,
You shop worldwide all year.
Thanks, Raj.
Well, you will notice
Okay.
that James and I at this point are pitifully unadorned, and that's our purpose. We are
No beads.
determined to start this day out completely clean and see how well we do throughout the day. So you can check back with
Exactly.
us, see how we do.
No old Mardi Gras beads. We're going to, little by little, start getting more and more and more.
Let's
so you
hope
can't
so.
stand it all.
Right.
So you didn't want to purchase any of Raj's Mardi Gras junk?
No.
We'll see how we do with the free stuff.
He said,
Okay.
he said something about the cotton candy being toxic, I think.
Oh, no.
He caught my attention pretty quick.
I would think
would.
so. Well,
All
good
right.
luck. I know you'll do fine.
Well, we'll see how we do.
Well, Bob and I we're both requesting a chocolate moon pie, okay?
Okay,
we
It'd be
can
fine.
do that.
great.
Okay, let's check in with Carolyn Martis. Understand the end of the Order of Athena parade has just passed, right?
Carolyn? She's having a good time.
She must be.
She's just having a good time. That's all there is to it.
Well, we understand that the end has passed around the Civic Center and is on its way through the streets of downtown, so we'll be heading to that. And I understand, Carolyn, you're with us now. Carolyn?
Yes, I am, guys. Well, since we talked last, I added a little more to my collection here. I have a candy container, little bunny container, very hot throw, I'm sure, and I have a cup here. But what's really funny is the audience here is getting very, very, very creative. And what is your name?
My name is Ryan Beverly.
Okay, Rob, tell me what you have here.
I have a Mardi Gras rake, and my mom decorated it with this for the festive activities.
Now, what does one use for a Mardi Gras rake?
Just anything, just decorated Mardi Gras festivity colors.
What do you use it for? To scrape up the beads that fall on the ground?
Scrape up beads and moon pies and whatever I can get.
Is it working?
Yes, ma'am, it is really working good.
All right, great.
I just caught a pack of necklaces, a dozen necklaces.
Well, good, good. You look like you're tired. You caught a lot of stuff, huh?
Sorta.
What's in the bag?
A frisbee and a football.
Well, good.
We didn't really catch a lot of stuff because those trucks are standing.
So you're hoping you guys are going to get more stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you.
People are getting creative here, Bob and Nancy. So we're waiting for the next parade, and I'm sure we're going to get much, much more stuff.
You've
as the
done
day
well
goes
so
on.
far.
I did.
though.
I
You
did.
have done very well.
I'm excited. I had a couple beads here around my neck, but the big thing is my stuffed animal. I'm proud of that. And you know, I'm waiting for a rose. I see these gentlemen. Yes, I'm waiting for them to drive by on horseback, and they have the big sack of roses. So.
Now,
maybe I'll get one of those.
will you save the stuffed animal, or will you send it to someone?
I don't know. I may be stingy and keep it to myself.
Oh,
Oh, look
okay.
at you, how sweet. Well, look.
Oh,
Oh,
you
is
got your
that
rose.
nice?
Thank you. I got my rose.
Your Valentine rose a few days late.
Talk to you guys.
Thanks, Carolyn. We'll be back with more of Mardi Gras 1999 right after this. Welcome back to Mardi Gras Today, 1999. Bob Grip with Nancy Pierce, and we're enjoying a beautiful Mardi Gras day.
We certainly are. The Order of Athena crew has left the Civic Center, is making its way around. Of course, it takes a while before it gets to in front of the Fox 10 station, but so we're eagerly awaiting that.
And
Let's
they should
check
be passing by Bienville Square pretty
And
quickly.
isn't that where Jane Smith is?
I believe.
Jane, are you in Bienville Square?
I know she
She's
was
there.
I could see her lips move, but I couldn't hear her.
I could too. I think her voice is elsewhere, but we will find it and get back with her in just a minute.
Because the parade will be looping around, I think, down Royal Street, coming around Bienville Square, and then heading down in front of the Channel 10 studios on Government Street, and then heading west in that direction. We'll show you a close-up look of all the floats as they come by the Channel 10 studios.
So many good places to watch the parade. We really enjoy that.
Well, Carol and James are back down on the street just waiting for all those beads that are going to come raining down on them.
I hope maybe someone has given them some, just somebody from the crowd maybe, so they don't look not Mardi Gras.
No, we're not at all festive, are we?
You need to be festive.
This is pathetic right now, but we're waiting. We're sure as soon as the Order of Athena rolls through, we'll start racking up.
Now, we know this is the prime spot right in front of the station, so we will get a lot of stuff.
That's right, and we are, of course, not alone. We've been talking to some of the crowd. There is an elder hostel program in town. Of course, there always is this time of year. There's some wonderful folks from Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Tennessee, all over the country. Now, I'm sure most of the folks here are local and have been to Mardi Gras before, but it will be a new experience for so many of these people, and they're certain to have a great day today.
This has been, obviously the weather's been so nice, and folks have come out, it's nice and cool, and it's perfect Mardi Gras day.
Yeah, it couldn't be a better Mardi Gras. I think we've had a wonderful season, and of course, Bob, you were talking about the Mardi Gras in Rio, which is an older tradition than ours, a little more raucous, and talked about the samba. James and I may try that before the end of the day today.
Get down on Government Street.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, we promise it won't be quite as raucous as the Rio celebration.
She didn't tell me about this dancing thing. I'll take her up on it.
We'll practice.
This is a surprise. Yeah. Well, and their costumes are something else, too. I mean, not only are they gorgeous, but a lot of times they aren't wearing a whole lot. Well, that's in Rio, not here.
In Rio, that's right, in Rio, and we promise we'll be fully clothed through all of this.
Now,
and we'll be, as we said, we'll in fact be wearing more than we are now as we collect beads and other trinkets throughout the morning.
If you don't get any beads the next time, I'm going to go over to the roof and just drop them off the side of the roof so you'll have to catch them. Okay?
We may
always count on you.
Okay.
Back to you.
Let's check in now with Jane Smith and Bienville Square. Jane.
Oh, that's not Jane. Jane with green hair?
But that looks like the...
Nancy, can you see that the floats are coming by Bienville Square?
Oh.
Very exciting. Clouds going by.
Yes, it was going by. We saw the parade is starting to make its way through, and it's traveling pretty quickly through downtown. It certainly is. Some of the parades have traveled a lot slower than others, some very quickly through the streets. And I think it kind of depended on how warm it was. We're going to have more of Mardi Gras today, 1999, when we come back here on Fox 10. We're back here with Queen Nancy, as you can see.
Oh, you aren't supposed to tell who I am. It's supposed to be a secret.
It's supposed to be anonymous, okay.
It's supposed to be.
Well,
I couldn't deal with this for,
It would be hard to see. I know
it would. It really would. It kind of hurts the eyes, but it's pretty, isn't it?
It's hard to wear a mask and walk like that, like a lot of the people have to do at a ball, for example. I mean, you can't see where you're going.
I can't see where I'm looking. Is that you, Bob? I think I'll put this back.
And the members of the society have to wear those things, otherwise they can be fined for breaking the rules. So it can make life difficult, but I think a lot of them get around it by widening the eye hole so they can widen their peripheral vision.
I talked to some people at some balls who had done that.
You have to do it.
The sun keeps peeking in and out. It's now gone back under the clouds, which gives us a little relief from the... It really does get a little warm when the sun comes out.
And to think that it's the middle of February
I know.
and we're complaining about how warm it is.
I know. It is
wonderful.
Unbelievable. Is winter gone for good?
It looks like the very beginning of the parade is starting to round the corner here in front of Channel 10, heading down Government Street. Going to bring you a close-up look at all the floats with all the different cameras we have positioned. And of course, we're pleased to bring you Mardi Gras tonight as well. We'll bring you the Order of Myths this evening for the final parade of Mardi Gras. They roll through the streets at 6:30, and we'll bring you highlights tonight on Fox 10 Action News at 10 p.m. and then tomorrow morning on Good Day Gulf Coast.
And you might think that people would be tired of watching parades and all the revelry and maybe not be downtown tonight, but it never seems to be a small crowd. It always seems that folks stay around and just enjoy it until Mardi Gras is over.
And I think people appreciate the fact that so many of the floats are brand new and never seen before and will never be seen again. Let's check in with Carol.
Hi, Bob and Nancy. There are lots of people already in the Mardi Gras spirit. A lot of these folks have been going to more than one parade, and we have some people right here in front of us. Where are y'all from?
We're Walton Beach, Florida.
First Mardi Gras parade, or have you been coming down?
Here's be the first time.
Oh, great. So you're in for a big treat then?
Well, yes, we are.
Okay, great. You here with your family?
No, just my wife and I.
Okay, that's a family enough. That's good. Yeah.
That's right. Well, you have already done very well here, and we know as soon as the Order of Athena hits the road in front of us.
Now, that is what, like trifocal, bifocal? Huh? You don't know. You're looking good. All right.
Well, it is quite a look. Anyway, pretty soon the beads and moon pies are going to start flying, and they're going to look even better, and so are we promise.
I know you still haven't caught anything. There's a fellow down here who's dressed up in this beak outfit over here.
Oh, my gosh.
Where are you from?
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. Are you in one of the societies, a secret society?
No.
Kind of looks pretty good. All right. Well, folks, we can already see the grand marshals and the sheriff's posse just coming on down Government Street. So it looks like
and the first float is getting ready to round the corner, so we are going to get ready.
That's right.
Good luck.
Okay.
Be brave.
I wonder if James is going to catch more beads than Carol simply because this is a ladies' organization. They're going to concentrate on him.
Oh, that could be.
We'll have to see. Here, members of the sheriff's posse.
They get quite a workout.
The horses do and the members do.
They sure do. You can tell everyone is definitely in a party mood.
Well, this is the emblem float of the Order of Athena. Athena rides high atop this float in her golden chariot. As you can see, she's dressed in red velvet and gold. Her chariot is pulled, as you can see, by fire-breathing serpents. An owl, the sign of wisdom, sits on her shoulder, and there are shields on both sides of Athena.
Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom and war.
And here's the Olympia brass band.
And of course, we have to have clowns. Having a good time, make everyone smile and laugh. Band sounds good. And you're looking right now at the theme float. It bears the name of the theme, which this year is And the Deep Blue Sea. And on board, the Society's past president and the planning board. Oh, good catch.
And here's a trolley filled with past presidents of the Order of Athena. Have an easy way to see the parade.
The Order of Athena is women who decided that they wanted to parade too. They were married to men who were in organizations, and so they wanted one of their own.
That's Cassie Crosby, who's Baldwin County's junior miss.
nice carriage. Treasures of the Deep. Beautiful, beautiful float that shows beautiful underwater creatures, both real and mythical. Riders are dressed as mermaids and also they're surrounded by seahorses. Take a look at that gorgeous seahorse. Plenty of shells, coral, lots of fish. That's a great float.
Oh, it is.
Fits right in with And the Deep Blue Sea, their theme this year. Love those seahorses. Happy revelers.
Those are members of the Joppa Gold Wing motorcycle unit. They're seeing Mardi Gras from a whole different perspective. It is a fine motorcycle. I bet Lance Crawford's jealous.
I'll bet so.
He likes Harleys, but probably wouldn't turn down one of
I don't
these.
think he would. We have the Calhoun High School Marching Band from Lotahatchee, Alabama.
Gilligan's Island. The minnow is already beached on this float. The professor and Ginger and the Howells have all gone for help, leaving Gilligan and the skipper with their hands full on this uncharted desert isle.
Always a fun television show and a wonderful float.
Plenty of castaways. Castaway a cup, castaway some beads.
I can't wait to check in with Carol and James and find out if they're catching anything.
The impacts of our truck bands. Saw them in several of the nighttime parades. what I wouldn't have given to have one of those when I was about 5 years old.
Oh, I know. All those eager hands. Sometimes the front row, though, isn't always the best.
That's right.
Aha! They have beads.
Bob and Nancy, we are on our way. We have the beginning of what promises to be a very fruitful day of beads.
Oh, I love that bunny.
The bunny.
Oh,
You both got bunnies.
Oh, James, I like
They're
yours better. I'm
multiplying
sorry.
already. Look at
They
that.
are.
Look at this big old coffee mug.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
That
one
will
of the
keep you
best
awake
rows.
for days.
Yeah, well, I know, and we certainly don't have any trouble staying awake today. The
Oh, no.
Athena's delivering for everybody here
That's
in
right.
the crowd.
Some great throws. And folks having a great time down here on Government Street.
Woo!
Are they
Here we go.
Are they throwing a lot?
Oh, already adding to the bounty. That's right. Oh, we love the Athenas.
Here comes 20,000 leagues speeding down the street. Giant octopus tries to capture the submarine Nautilus on this float. Captain Nemo and the first mate attempt to keep the craft out of its tentacles.
I hope it doesn't. One of those tentacles does not come up on top of the roof.
It's long enough.
It could reach, definitely. Unless it is bearing many beads and moon pies. Floats are moving well at a good clip, and the whole parade seems to be moving very, very well. And we have the Safety at Sea float. This float shows the many services provided by the Coast Guard.
There's a helicopter. We see a lot of those leaving from
sure do.
Bates Field, the Aviation Training Center over there. Looks like a hurricane right in the middle, spinning around.
We really do depend on the Coast Guard. They do so much for everybody. It's nice to know they're close by. Ah, that looks like a very famous Ronald McDonald.
And the moon is out already.
The moon is. I guess because the sun has gone down. Nice sunglasses on the moon. Hi, Ronald. Of course, Ronald McDonald representing the Ronald McDonald House that is being built in Mobile. Wonderful facility. Very proud to have that in our city.
Will provide a place for families to stay if their children need treatment.
Is that Southpaw? Doing what they do best, getting everybody into the spirit.
This looks like the Outer Banks, the graveyard of the Atlantic. A lighthouse keeper battens down the hatches on this float. The riders dress in snappy yellow rain slickers. Looks like they won't need them today.
No, and hopefully we will not need anything like that for any hurricane weather this coming summer.
Right.
The Outer Banks or any of us. Beautiful and clever floats tying in with a theme in the deep blue sea. We have the Georgetown fire truck and the Bishop State cheerleaders. Throwing out plenty of moon pies, too. The Bermuda Triangle. Oh boy, planes and ships go in, but nothing comes out of the Bermuda Triangle. A compass is of no help to the riders on this float, which is in the clutches of an unknown power. But of course, we all know that the truth is out there, so maybe someday we will find out about the Bermuda Triangle. Maybe we should put Scully and Mulder on that from the X-Files.
Thinking of that.
Hopefully these ladies will come back unharmed.
There, you've seen it for yourself, the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh boy. There's a plane caught inside. Long arms definitely help. As you see everyone stretching out as high as they can to reach those goodies.
They're trying to reach the lost city of Atlantis. Neptune watches over the lost city on this float. He seems to be unconcerned that the city's in ruins. He's surrounded by maidens dressed in Grecian finery. What's she gonna throw? All those beads?
Oh my. And here we have the Dauphin Island Regatta. Of course, Middle Bay Lighthouse and the water tower, very familiar landmarks to all of us and to the sailors in this race. The riders are wearing their weekend sailing garb. Good day for a sail.
That is a landmark from Dauphin Island, and that looks very much like Middle Bay Light.
Oh, rocky Middle Bay Light. Maybe the seas are a bit rough out there.
Here's the story about, maybe you could see it up there, that there was a family at one time, and there it is, the cow, and supposedly the children needed milk, and they brought a cow up there to provide milk for the kids. I don't know if it's true, but it sure is a good story.
It sure is. Let's say it's true. Throwing a lot of things, not being stingy at all, these women. The Order of Athena always delivers.
And there's the Coast Guard float, a real Coast Guard float. Members of the Coast Guard on it, another way to promote the good work they do, not only in the Mobile area, but all over the Gulf Coast and all over the country.
Looks like the cutter has been grounded for a moment or two.
Hit a sandbar in the middle of Government Street.
I think so. Just keep throwing. Just keep throwing.
And we hope they have smooth sailing down the rest of Government Street. And that looks like the end of the Order of Athena parade.
does.
At least in front of the Channel 10 studios. They'll continue their way down Government Street, entertaining the crowds. And look, it's Big Al.
It certainly is.
I guess Big Al came down here with the rest of the band, the $1 Million Band, who will be performing during the KOR parade that'll be coming up at about 1:45.
That'll be great. That will be just wonderful. I think he's having a good time. What do you think?
And I think Carol and James had a good time down on the street. Did you get a lot of stuff?
How'd you do?
We did well.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, my
the Order of
gosh.
Athena. As you already saw our stuffed animals, but I have, again, in my hands,
Getting heavy
one of the prize throws of this year's Mardi Gras season, the baton. And this one we've designated for Brad Gunther, our photographer who has been out on the street with us through the whole
He's
2
in a
weeks.
parade with it, won't he?
Yeah,
not
well
really
his
sure.
daughter will enjoy it. I don't think Brad will play with it too much, but we've been collecting things for his daughter for a couple of weeks now.
That's right. Now, tell you what, we promised you we would dance. The next parade that rolls around, Carol and I will dance now that we have our loot and all our
good.
stuff.
That's
Are
right.
you going to practice now,
Yeah.
between then and now?
We can practice now that we've had the beginnings of a great Mardi Gras bead collection. We can relax a little bit
Good.
and
Yeah.
work on
I'll
that.
fill us up with coffee and, then we'll get all jittery and ready to go.
I'd
all
be
set.
careful about getting more beads. I'm afraid you're going to be so loaded down. You won't be able to walk
Oh
straight.
no! This is just the beginning. We
Oh,
can
never
do
enough.
much better
Never
than this.
enough, huh?
Nancy. That's right.
Just remember, you were taught to share when you were a child, right?
Right.
Oh, I'm not sure I remember that
A
lesson.
lot of sharing going on here on Mardi Gras Day. I see these kids jumping over the barricades.
That's right.
All right, thanks, guys. And we know there's another Mardi Gras going on just maybe 100 miles to the west of us in New Orleans.
And Kate Snow is there. And what is it like in New Orleans, Kate?
Well, Bob and Nancy, you sound like you have your own party going
Oh,
on
we
over
do.
there, but things are really hopping here. I think you can see behind me. I am on Bourbon Street in the heart of the French Quarter, as you know, up on a balcony. People are already starting to throw beads. Right behind me, there's a bunch of men throwing some beads down. People running by us here in costume. They're expecting record-breaking crowds out here today, possibly as many as 2 million people crowding in these streets for this whole day-long party.
Kate, have you seen anything unusual so far?
Yes.
Can you talk about
Some
it?
of it I can't talk about, right. We rode on a parade last night, on the Orpheus Parade, and that was probably one of the most fun experiences. We got to toss out beads. In fact, my arm's a little bit sore today from tossing out beads. But I saw a lot of really interesting things. Sandra Bullock was there, Harry Connick Jr. It's his crew. I don't know if you're familiar with that. But so we've seen that. We've seen lots of strange things on the street, a lot of really nifty costumes down here. I just saw a couple of cavemen walk by a couple of minutes ago. Other than that, a lot of the kind of things that we can't talk about on TV.
Your weather looks good.
It is. It's beautiful here. It's supposed to be about 70, 75 today. So we're hoping for, they said maybe a few showers, but we're hoping it holds out. I don't think anything's going to stop this crowd,
Oh,
though.
I don't think so.
And it looks like the streets are just jam-packed behind you. It doesn't look like there's room for anybody to move.
Well, you know what? There's still a little bit of mobility here. There's still a few nooks and crannies people can fit into. But I mean, this is nothing compared to what it was like out here on Saturday night. Wall-to-wall people, just a massive sea of people. The kind of crowd where you're a little bit scared because you just find yourself moving along without any of your own momentum. So I think it's probably just going to get bigger from here.
And even though people have been partying for 2 weeks, they still have enough party left in them?
Yeah, I guess so. We went to a bar a couple of days ago that had been open since Thursday. They have not shut down
Oh, my
at
goodness.
all. I mean, can you imagine that? So
No.
they've been running nonstop crews, and people. I also heard somebody say once that the people that are there at night when the bartender leaves are the same people that are there in the morning when he gets
I
back.
believe that.
So I think it's
believe
kind of
that.
a nonstop thing.
All right, thank you, Kate Snow, reporting live
Sure
from New
thing.
Orleans. Have fun.
Have a great time.
Thank you.
Looks like they're having fun in New Orleans.
I
I
think
know
so.
we're having here in
You
Mobile.
bet.
Having fun.
And perfect weather there, great weather here. And of course, we'll have more parades coming up.
That's right, and we'll be back with more of Mardi Gras today, 1999, after this.